9th District NDP candidate in the 2011 general election, Dr. Hubert O'Neill, says that he has called upon His Excellency the Governor Boyd McCleary to investigate the possibility of contracts and white envelopes being handed out to voters up to the night before the election. Dr. O'Neill, while campaigning in the 9th District, referred to himself as the right O'Neill for the district, was defeated at the polls by former Premier Ralph O'Neill. He said he ran a clean campaign and was leading the race from all appearances until 2 days before the election, when he said things suddenly turned around.
I ran a very clean, effective campaign. The people were rallying around my campaign issues. They were very much in tune with what I was trying to do in the district. And I was poised to win up until the 2 days before election. I mean, if you had to go around and ask anybody in Virgin Gorda or any gather, they would say I was poised to win. And then the election turned all of a sudden. What I know happened is that on that Saturday, which would have been on the 5th of November, that government contracts were handed out. The petty contracts, road contracts were handed out to a number of individuals. I know of 26 of them that was handed out. And if you look at the margin in the election, the margin was actually 28 votes. So 26 contracts were handed out. Not just to my supporters, but to voters generally. And I think that issuance of contracts actually turned the elections in favor of the incumbent. As to whether it was done legally or not, I cannot answer that. However, it seemed to me to be a very undemocratic thing that happened.
Dr. O'Neill said that in order to have democratic elections, such an issue would have to be stamped out, and he has contacted both Governor Boyd McCleary and the Supervisor of Elections, Juliet Penn, to address the matter.
I did call on the Governor, His Excellency the Governor, and also the Supervisor of Elections to investigate this. I think it's, if we want to have truly democratic elections in our country, we have to stamp out this sort of thing. And I hope they would take my advice and actually investigate it, all right? I mean, it bodes well for future elections, because this can happen again. If we don't take a stand on this sort of thing that happens, it's going to affect our democracy, and I'm very sad to say it very well can happen again if we don't take a stand.
JTV News contacted the Supervisor of Elections on Wednesday afternoon, but we were told that no correspondence had come to her regarding Dr. Hubert O'Neill's concern, and she learned of the allegations during a radio broadcast. We also contacted the Governor's office, and we were informed by Staff Officer Emma Dean that Governor McCleary had not received anything on the matter from Dr. O'Neill, and the Governor would therefore be unable to comment at this time.